Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better video. 26 collaborations. One unforgettable screen legend in an industry that thrives on chance encounters and fleeting partnerships, Yu Long and Yang Miemie have done something extraordinary. Over the course of 26 collaborations, they have built a cinematic legacy that feels less like a string of projects and more like an unfolding love letter written across time. What makes these pairings so magnetic? It isn't just their on-screen chemistry. It's that quiet, almost invisible current that flows whenever they appear together, a glance that lingers a fraction longer, a half-smile that seems to hold a private secret. Those fleeting moments, captured frame by frame, have become the heartbeat of their shared story. Audiences lean in, afraid to blink, as if missing a single second would mean losing something irreplaceable. Beyond co-stars, they have become something rarer, soulmates in art. Across 26 projects, their trust in one another has forged performances that feel startlingly real. They don't need dramatic gestures or loud declarations. A single look between them carries the weight of 1,000 words. Their characters don't just speak, they breathe, they feel, they live, and in watching them, audiences receive something rare, the chance to believe again. To believe in connection, in nuance, in the kind of unspoken bond that makes stories feel true. Which of those 26 moments lives in your memory? The question lingers long after the credits roll, because with Yu Long and Yang Miemie, it was never just about the plot. It was always about the spark, the one that turns two actors into a legend that no one can quite explain. Yet no one can forget the silent language of Yu Long's eyes in front of the camera. Yu Long looks at Yang Miemie with a tenderness that words can hardly capture. His gaze is deep and steady, as though it has crossed mountains and rivers just to arrive at this single moment. At her, it is not a look that can be written into a script. It feels instinctive, inevitable, like the world has narrowed down to one focus, and that focus is her. Every time their eyes meet, the frame seems to dissolve. The boundary between reality and fiction blurs, and the audience finds themselves pulled in, hearts falling as if into a quiet dream. Yang Miemie's eyes that speak. If Yu Long's gaze is a journey, Yang Miemie's is a homecoming. Her eyes speak in a language that needs no translation. There is no trace of calculation in them, only the gentleness of jade, soft and enduring, and a kind of affection that refuses to hide. When she looks back at him, it is never just a glance. It is trust, unspoken, complete, and unwavering. That look is like a spring breeze brushing past on an ordinary day, subtle but unforgettable, leaving a warmth that lingers long after the moment has passed. Together, their eyes carry a silent dialogue, one that no camera can fully contain but every viewer can feel, a story told not with lines, but with a single, timeless look, a journey through roles. Their collaboration feels less like coincidence and more like destiny, carefully unfolding across 26 projects. Yu Long and Yang Miemie have stepped into the lives of countless characters, yet, no matter who they play, a familiar chemistry always finds its way back to the screen. Audiences have grown with them. From stories of youthful recklessness to the calm strength of maturity, from painful misunderstandings to the deep relief of reconciliation, from heartbreaking separation to luminous reunion. Each time, viewers follow their emotional journey as if walking the same road again, only to discover new landscapes of feeling waiting at every turn. More than acting, a fusion of souls. What happens between them cannot be explained by technique alone. It is not mere acting. It is a fusion of souls. Often, they need no words. A fleeting glance, a half-turn, the lightest brush of fingertips, and suddenly a wave of emotion surges through the hearts of those watching. Their interactions on screen are like a love poem written in silence, one that bypasses language entirely. Even the air around them seems to soften, as though the world itself pauses to witness the rare magic that two people can create when performance becomes something more profound. Moments behind the camera. Some of the most touching emotions between Yu Long and Yang Miemie happen when the cameras stop rolling on set. Their interactions unfold with a natural ease, a quiet understanding that seems to need no rehearsal. There is no forced sweetness, no scripted charm. Instead, there is a warmth that lingers, simple, unpolished, and profoundly genuine. During one shoot, Yang Miemie reached out to gently straighten Yu Long's collar. He responded not with words, but with an unguarded smile. A moment so ordinary, and yet, in its simplicity, there was something unexpectedly healing backstage. They can often be found seated side by side, saying nothing at all. Occasionally their eyes meet, and in that instant, something more powerful than dialogue is exchanged, a conversation without words that speaks volumes, natural emotions, grown over time. These unscripted moments, untouched by the camera's demands, reveal emotions that have been quietly growing for years. Perhaps this is why audiences find themselves so deeply moved by them, because what we witness on screen is built upon something real. Isn't this precisely the kind of connection people long for? Ordinary, yet incredibly sincere. True tacit understanding doesn't happen overnight. It is brewed slowly, like an old jar of wine. There is no urgency, no haste, only patience, trust, and time. The result is something mellow, lingering, and unforgettable, just like them. A profound connection. Each time Yulong and Yang Miemie step onto a set, something almost invisible happens. They fall into perfect rhythm without the need for words. This is not the easy familiarity of colleagues. It is a deeper connection built on trust. Yang Miemie once revealed in an interview, "The moment I look into his eyes, I know exactly how to act next." That is not a line from a script. It is a truth born from years of understanding. Yulong has echoed the sentiment many times. "When I work with her, I never worry about chemistry. In every collaboration, the warmth between them surpasses the boundaries of acting." What the audience sees is not just technique, it is the collision of two hearts, low-key but lasting. In an entertainment world overflowing with on-screen couples, very few stand out without hype. Yet Yulong and Yang Miemie manage to do exactly that. They are quiet, almost understated. No loud marketing campaigns, no social media theatrics, no performative fan service. And yet, their fan base is one of the most loyal. Why? Because every time they appear together, their work delivers something rare, genuine emotion. Why are they special? They feel like partners from another era, interpreting love and trust with tenderness and restraint. They do not chase trends. Instead, they show what it means for a relationship, even a fictional one, to deepen over time. Their authenticity is their distinction. Their restraint, their treasure, a natural kind of appeal. Viewers often say that when Yulong and Yang Miemie act, it no longer feels like acting. The lines don't sound scripted, the gestures feel instinctive. There is a kind of resonance between them that no director can manufacture. When their eyes meet, it is as though thousands of words are exchanged in silence. When they stand close, it feels like a quiet embrace arranged by fate, acting that transcends roles. Their performances cease to be just roles, they become a current of emotion. Watching them, audiences glimpse the truth of their own hearts, reflected in characters that seem to breathe on their own unforgettable memories. And so, on quiet nights, a scene of theirs may come back uninvited. A glance, a simple line, a silent hug, and with it comes an unexpected tenderness. It is not the complexity of the plot that moves people. It is the sincerity. It is the way they make you feel that what you are watching is real. 26 collaborations, 26 heartbeats. 26 collaborations sound like a number, but it is far more than that. It is 26 collisions of hearts, 26 journeys of emotion, 26 chapters in a shared story that has left audiences with a corridor of unforgettable moments. With each heartbeat, they awaken something gentle and timeless, a longing for connection, for trust, for love that endures. If you have been touched by the silent understanding of Yulong and Yang Miemie, tell us. Which of their 26 collaborations lives in your heart? Do you have a favorite scene that you always return to? Thank you for watching and sharing these memories with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so that together we can continue to follow the story of a partnership that has quietly become a legend.